Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Madden video. Today we are talking about the boss battle cards that are dropping today. The 99s, they're here. They're here today. Finally. And let's look at them. Let's see who I would probably pick. Now I can't pick one because I fell behind. But you guys can if you finished it. And let's talk about the possible prices. So we're going to be using Mutthead. We're going to be Ricky, Slick Ricky Jackson. And we're going to compare him to other cards that are already in the game as well, just so we get an idea of how good they really actually are. Now, Ricky Jackson. Now, let's tear them all out. Let's tear them all the way out. So we're talking 88 speed, 92 excel, 90, Ricky Jackson looks really good, and he can obviously get to 91 zone. But he does play left outside linebacker, where Von Miller plays. And so because of that, I will compare him to the 99 Von, right? It's fair, 99 to 99. And they're pretty close. Now, Von Miller does obviously have the motivator boost, right? So that gives him quite a bit of value. But let's take a deeper look. Is Ricky Jackson the move if you don't have Von Miller? I think he probably is. He's obviously slower, strong. He's slower but stronger. His agility is way less. But Ricky does have the better catching. Then we look at the actual defensive stats. Vaughn is indeed the better card. Vaughn's the better card, but his price tag is really high. And Ricky has secure tackler, which is a very good thing. Now, if we take a look just to see, hey, what is positional Von Miller? Because maybe that's a card that you guys actually more likely to have, right? More likely to have. And so we see, again, similar sort of stats up top, but Ricky's he's a little bit closer. He's not as slow in this comparison. And then defensively, again, very similar cards. But Ricky Jackson can get to 91 zone without using motivators of the Madden coach, right? He has secure tackler. I think Ricky Jackson looks amazing if you do not have power up Von Miller. If you have power up Von Miller and other stuff, I'm probably not picking Ricky. But to me, I mean, what's Vaughn's price at? 600K? So just based on volume, Ricky's probably going to end up in that 300 to 400K mark after about a day. Still, he's a really good card. I like Ricky Jackson probably the most. Again, assuming you don't have power up Vaughn. And then we got Earl Campbell, who, I mean, he looks really good, right? 93 speed is a little slow. 97 trucking, okay. But he's got the juke, the carrying, good acceleration, really good strength, can catch the ball. But there's a card that came out yesterday, which looks like this card. Now, I still think Bo Jackson's the better play. But for me, if his price is low enough, I like adding Earl Campbell. I don't like picking Earl Campbell, right? So we see how he beats Marshawn. Same speed, 4 strength, 2 agility, 3 excel, all good. But then Marshawn beats him in stiff arm, spin, juke, and carry. They have the same trucking. And then the catching stats are fairly similar. I do like Earl Campbell. He's going to be cheaper than Marshawn, hopefully. The only reason I think Earl might be a little more expensive is because not a lot of people are going to pick him. Because people have running backs that they really like already. LaDainian, Bo, maybe you've got Barry. Maybe you picked up Beast Mode. I like Earl Campbell around that 250 to 300K price. But I don't necessarily think picking him is the move for keeping. I think what I would rather do is I think he's going to be cheaper. If you want Earl Campbell, Like, if you really want Earl Campbell, you pick whoever the most expensive one is, and then you go buy Earl Campbell after. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Then we got Dwight Clark, who, I mean, he's good. He's good, right? 93 speeds. Seems slow. His catching stats are all amazing. His run block is really good. He's got good stiff arm. Okay trucking. Doesn't really look like a 99 to me. Doesn't really look like a 99. Now let's compare him to two receivers. Because when you think 99 receiver, I normally think of someone who's got a little bit more speed, right? So let's compare him to two really good receivers. Just position Julio Jones, not the power up, right? And let's see how he truly compares. So we all love speed. Dwight Clark, a little slower. He's a little slower, but he's much stronger. His agility is less. His acceleration is essentially less and underrated as well. But he's gonna win the catching stats generally. It just depends how much value you really put on something like 97 catch to traffic versus 95. The spec catch, the release. It's all essentially the same. It's all essentially the same. The big thing that he does have, though, is the 79 run blocking. I like that. But I think with 93 speed, he's just a little too slow. He's like the same speed as that replay Dez. And I think that just doesn't cut it. I wouldn't be picking Dwight Clark. Does he show up here as Ed or Too Tall? Ed 2. There we go. Now this card would have been, honest to God, Too Tall would have been a must cop. If he had secure tackler. But he has jumped the snap. Otherwise, this card is absolutely amazing. 97 block shed, very good. 97 tackling, good. 94 hit power, good. The power moves there. The strength is there. I would be more inclined still to get Ricky Jackson and play him down on the line over adding Too Tall. It's a good card. He's a good card. But he doesn't have secure tackler, and there's so many other players you could get that don't have secure tackler. For right around the same price, right around the same type of card. You can get someone like Brandon Graham, who is going to have two chemistries as opposed to the one. Yeah, we see Too Tall is obviously faster, stronger. But when you look at the defensive stats, Brandon Graham literally only loses block shedding by 3, hit power by 1, but he beats him in 5 finesse move, 5 pursuit, 1 play rec, better in coverage, but very, 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 very similar cards. And Brandon Graham, he's around that 400 or 500K mark. Now, if we wanted to say, since Brandon Graham has he has two chemistries, you add that up, you actually see fully maxed out on his chems. He's going to beat Too Tall and a lot of other stuff as well. So, I like it as Ricky, Earl, Too Tall, because to me, Too Tall, he's playing someone at end is common. You could put Ricky Jackson at end. You really could. And then Dwight Clark is last. But again, it's going to depend on the prices. These cards are 99s, but they're more like 99.1s versus 99.9s. So keep that in mind. Pick whichever one you want. Pick whichever one you need for your team is best. And if you don't want any of them, just pick the most expensive one. Simple. It really is simple, but I'm curious to see the market. I'm curious to see where this goes. Because I wouldn't mind picking some of these guys up for depth, since they're still really good cards, but they're not. They don't blow me away. Ricky Jackson's the only one I would really like, and if I had him, I'd be playing him on the D line. And if I do pick him up, that's exactly where he's going to play. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make the right decision, and good luck. And hopefully, we actually get real 99s tomorrow. And I mean real, like 99.9s, 99.5s. Not these, like, the medium, low-level 99s. There's a difference. There's a huge difference. Look at Von Miller, Julio Jones, Lawrence Taylor. Those are real 99s. These cards aren't real 99s. These 99s were designed months ago without the idea of how the content was actually going to creep up. Just keep that in mind. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm out. Peace.